Why didn't anyone tell me that after you lose weight in your butt or your caboose, that it would hurt when you're sitting on hard surfaces? Let me know in the comments if you've had this problem. Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Lynn. I'm 56 years old. I'm a wife and a mother of 2 high schoolers. I've been on Zepbound 2.5 milligrams, the injector pen, since August 4th, 2025. I've been documenting my journey here on YouTube since week 2 of when I started. So come and follow along, like and subscribe, and let's go. I wanted to shake things up a little bit, and instead of going straight into the weigh-in, I wanted to give you my non-scale victories. Now, the first one came a few days ago when I was at lunch and I wanted to check my mother-in-law's bank account. I do her finances for her. And so I went to, go into the bank account with my phone, and I went and it wouldn't recognize me. It didn't recognize my Face ID, so I had to keep trying. And then I thought I was going to have to put in the password, but after a couple times, it finally got it. It must not recognize me with my weight loss. So that's a good non-scale victory to have, I guess. And then the other one, I'm filming this on Tuesday night. So you're seeing this on Wednesday. I'm filming this the night before. And normally my weeks go from Monday to Sunday, but I just had to throw this non-scale victory in because it happened just a few minutes ago. I was at the store and I went outside to the car, and as I'm walking to the car, it got so windy. It blew a cart from the cart corral, and it was going straight from the back of my car. And I just didn't even think about it, and I just ran like full throttle, full blast, and to get to the cart before it hit my car. And I made it, I got it, and I couldn't believe it. I didn't even think about it. And I've never run that fast in so long, even on the treadmill. I was like, and I could do it. And I ran because I can, as Barb from Health at Any Cost says. So I thought that was a great non-scale victory. So that's 2 non-scale victories this week. And then I wanted to start and talk about something important before we get into my weigh-in and on the numbers. I finally figured out after all these months that I am eating too little calories. And that might be affecting how much I lose per week, or, if I have a 0 week lost or only 0.5 or something like that. And so I'm upping my calories. I was doing between like 1,200 and 1,300 and sometimes only getting 1,100. And so now I'm trying to make at least 1,300 to 1,400. And I've been losing weight in the last 2 weeks, doing around 1,400. And I was like shocked. I'm like, the more calories. But then I thought about it because I'm working out more. I'm lifting more, I'm walking more, and it balances, and it's the more energy that you need, the more calories you need. So I think I was having these issues with low weight loss or no weight loss because I wasn't giving myself enough calories. So it finally clicked. And I know it takes a long time, and sometimes you figure it out on your own or you get advice from other people, but I feel so much better now. And you'll see in the numbers later, so stay tuned. Along with the calories and the change in that, I also switched when I lift my weights. Because I used to do my walking in the morning, I always try and get my 30-minute walk in on the treadmill, my main walk of the day, first thing, because it's so easy when I get dressed to dress in my workout clothes, do that first, and then it's like done for the day. If anything happens during the day and my schedule gets blown away, or there's no time, or the power goes out, whatever, I know I got my walk in. And then I do try and do my after lunch and after dinner walks still. But I was also lifting first thing in the morning, and that's with no food since the night before, a dinner or, my pretzel snack, and that's not enough protein to lift weights. I was having so much trouble like lifting even the 15-pound dumbbells, and then, the hot arm pulling ones I was doing, and that was much heavier. So I'm switching up my lifting time to either after lunch or after dinner when I have had my protein food. And so that's been helping. And let's get right into the weights then. I'm going to show my workouts. And you'll notice that I did most 3 walks with only 2 walks on 2 days. But I also upped my arm machine. I went from 80 to 90, and then on the tricep pull, I went from 20 to 30 pounds. So that was good. And I did the weights on Monday and Tuesday, and I felt like I maybe pulled something in my back. So that's why I didn't do them again until Sunday. But it works much better doing them after dinner. And so I was very proud of the workouts for this past week. Now to the moment you've been waiting for, the weigh-in. Last week, I weighed 185.2, and this week, week 36, 9 months, I weighed 183.2, so I lost 2 pounds this week, for a total of 69.2 pounds since August 4th, 2025. Here are my daily weights. You'll notice they're all roughly around the same. And then I did a special slide for monthly weights. I added on month 9. Here that is. Now I wanted to explain something. I don't know how other people do it, or if we're all doing it the same way or whatnot, but since the medicine comes in 4 weeks, like weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's 28 days. So I've been doing my months as weeks, 4 weeks. So it's not like August 4th to September 4th to October 4th to November, as in 9 months. I've been doing 4-week intervals or increments. And so that's why we're at 9 months. Not calendar months, but 9 months, like 9 times 4. So I'm at my 36 weeks. So I just wanted to explain that and make that clear. And that's what I've done since the beginning. And then I outdid myself again on steps for the week. Here's my daily steps. And I did 85,359 for a total of average per day of 12,194, which was 632 steps better than last week for an average. So I'm proud of that. And then we'll go into the weekly challenge. This is the challenge that I gave myself back at the beginning of April, and it's to increase my minutes of walking on the treadmill or walking, out with a timed version, and miles each week in April. And so far I did 2 times. I increased, and I did it again today, 3rd time. So here it is. Last week was 388 minutes and 18.63 miles. And this week I did 478 minutes for 22.98 miles, almost 23 miles. I walked a whole lot more this past week. It was amazing, because weekends are busy sometimes, so sometimes I only get, 1 or 2 walks in. So I've been trying to get a bulk of it and most of my minutes and miles in during the week, so it's easier and I can take more of a rest on the weekend. So my challenge is still going. Are any of you still doing your challenge that you started in April? Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I'm going to have a couple milestones coming up. And so right now I'm at 69.2 pounds lost. And when I get to 75 pounds lost, that's a milestone in my book. And that's when I get to 177.4. And when I get to 175 pounds, that's another milestone because my next one after that is 150 pounds. And when I reach 175 pounds, that milestone, that's only an 8.2 pounds. So that's going to be coming up soon, hopefully in the next month. And I'm still looking to lose a little bit more, and I'm trying to tone and, get my arms, ready and stuff for my daughter's graduation. It's the middle of May. So I'm, trying out to buy a new dress, and, I want to look good and feel good for her graduation. It's been a long 18 years, and I want to feel proud walking with her and taking pictures and stuff. So for measurements, I've lost 56 inches total since August 4th. In just a few things, in my waist I lost 10 inches, my chest I lost 6.5 inches, and in my abdomen 15 inches, and my hips 6 inches. Again, it's so amazing how I can feel as I'm, around my hips and my stomach, I can actually feel the bones and stuff now inside. It's really weird. Next, I'm going to show you, I wanted to update you on my Hume body pod that I got about 3 weeks ago. Now this is just 3 weeks of, information and stuff, but I'm going to throw up pictures of the slides that I took pictures of in the app. I have the free version, so I don't have a real big report or something that I can print out and show you. So these are screenshots, and just to show you. And also my weight for the Hume body pod is a little bit higher than my regular weight because I have to be fully dressed to do that because I keep it in the kitchen. Also, as we're getting close to the end of this video, I wanted to remind you about my schedule change. There won't be any more Monday Motivation Minute, and in 5 more Fridays, there won't be any more Beyond the Scale Fridays. I'm dropping the Monday, Friday videos and just doing 2 per week. Now this was not going anywhere. My update video is going to be on Wednesdays, continuing, because everybody's used to that and I'm used to that. I like how it breaks up the week. But my second video will be any of the other days, even on the weekend, who knows. Just whenever I get time to do them, and I'm doing 2 videos instead of 4 so I can, produce better videos. They're going to be both long form and just better quality, and I'm just working very hard to make more conversational, better videos where I'm talking to you and it's not like I'm nervous, but I am nervous. But anyway, so if you didn't see my video on the schedule change, that was on Monday, and this is what it looks like. And then yesterday I had a day in the life, which I filmed last week on Thursday, and this is what that looks like. That was out yesterday. So if you didn't catch either of those, please go ahead and do that. And then stay tuned Friday, this coming Friday in 2 days, for my week 8 of the 12-week series, Stronger Every Week. Again, after the 12th week, that'll be going away. And I think that's about it. So if you've had something like feeling the chairs more and it's being harder on your caboose, please put it in the comments below. If there's anything else that you noticed after losing so much weight that is different now, please put that in there. I'm sure everybody would love to read it, and it might help somebody. So until I see you again, I'll see you Friday, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.